Okay. Hello. And we're back. Please tell me this is going to re-update itself as soon as this chat starts working. I can't deal if it doesn't. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Things are working. We're going to let people trickle in and then we're going to play. Are you going to please? I'm begging you. Please just work. Well, okay, the chat box isn't working, so we're just gonna say fuck it to that for the day. That's fine. That's totally fine. No big deal. No big deal. Yep, RIP chat box. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being patient. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. So, this is my agent. This is Ari. This is Zamari, or also known as Ari Copeland. And he is a fairly young agent, right? He's only been a vampire for about I really want to say I think he's only been a vampire for about 10 years and he got turned when he was 19. And the person who turned him, you know what I think my little homie's background is. The person who turned him went rogue, right? And Ari tried to stop him, tried to get him help. It didn't work, and just watched his rogue mentor like just absolutely tear through, like going on this whole rogue binge that he was going on, and then was there when his mentor was put down, was killed, you know, and then was like, all right, okay, I'm joining up with these motherfuckers. Yep, this is what's happening. So here's Agent Zamari Copeland. But yeah, my funky little guy, my 29-year-old vampire, and 29 as well, my 10-year-old vampire really has only been a vampire for 10 years, but is like age-wise 29. But yeah, this is my little guy. This is my young little guy. Let me finish sending this tweet. Is anybody in the chat right now? Okay, cool. Every time I see this thing say 0 viewers, and I'm like, oh man, is this thing fucked up? Is it messed up again? It stresses me out. No worries. You don't have to be talking. The 0 viewers thing, that was like, oh god, is it broken again? Do I need to restart? Perfect. Okay. Hi, but yes, Agent Zamari Copeland at your service. But now, let's go over the rules. Let's look at the rules. So, Agent, start off with parts of the game. just a quick rundown. The parts of the game are hunger, anger, different ways to increase and decrease it. Wait, why am I looking over there? Let me just make this bigger. All right, so let's see. We've got the different parts of the game: hunger, anger, different ways to increase and decrease it. Let's keep scrolling down. Let's see. Actually, I don't think we have any new people in the chat, so I don't think I need to like go over the rules again. But here are the various tables. Honestly, we could probably just start playing. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna start playing. Let's go to Roll20. Let's go to Roll20. Because I have something actually set up. All right. So we got a Queen of Diamonds. Now, per the rules, that means, let's see. Preparing the game, determining your assignment. Here we go. All right, so almost everything is done here, right? The only thing that is currently not done, which is probably one of the more integral part of this game, is me figuring out where each location is specifically within the state that it's in, right? So the regions have been split up by the maps, but I don't have like the like, oh, if you're in New York, you're in this city in New York or this town in New York, and I need to do that. But that'll be easy enough to do. Determining where your agent is. So a diamond is the northeast. Oh, okay. Diamond is the northeast, so we're gonna go over to the map. We are back. I drew a card. Hello, welcome. I drew a card. We've got the Queen of Diamonds, which means we're gonna figure out where exactly we're at. The diamond means we're in the northeast section over here, and the Queen is a 12. So yeah, you know what? We're gonna make this bigger. Hold on a second. Why is this here? Oh, Rouse, you just got in here, so you missed the introduction of Agent Zamari Copeland. We'll go back to that in a second. I don't know why, but I kind of imagine the DMCO is in California somewhere, but I have no idea why I think it should be over there instead. Oh, you know what it probably is? The like the DMCO, maybe the headquarters were in DC at first, but then when it became mostly a vampire unit, they're like, okay, yep, out of the country. Don't worry, I'll go back to the agent in a second. Okay, so 12 is right here. What? I really should have man, of all the things not to write down, because I have no idea what state that is. I know that this is the state for 12 right here, but I have no idea what state that is. But the point is to make sure the game works, right? So we're over here in the northeast at 12. That's where we are right now. No. It's E. It's DMEO. I don't know why my mouth keeps wanting to say CO, but it's an E. There's no C in that. Department of Magical Entities and Occurrences. But yes, so 12, we're over here in this section of the world. And actually, let me just look up what state that is while we're doing it. But while I'm pulling that up, okay, Pennsylvania. We're in the southwest part of Pennsylvania, but just to go back over this is my agent. This is my Hunt Sona, Agent Zamari Copeland, also known as Ari to friends, family, that kind of thing, but is Agent Zamari Copeland. Agent Zamari Copeland, just to give you the backstory one more time, is a relatively new vampire, was turned when he was 19, has been a vampire for the past 10 years, and became an agent about 5 years, or started going into training to become an agent about 5 years into being being turned because his mentor, the vampire that turned him, I have no idea why he got turned, right? But the vampire that turned him became a rogue. And Ari here, Agent Ari tried to stop it and was almost killed in the process, like initially trying to stop his mentor, but there was still some semblance of love there from said rogue vampire, and didn't kill him, but did hurt him very badly, and was tracking his mentor down, and was there when another agent finally like killed him, and having seen the destruction and everything was very much just like, okay, yeah, I'm joining up. I'm going to help make a difference. That's my little guy. But all right, we are in Pennsylvania right now. Okay, so going back to the hunt rules, right? Oh, I don't need this because we looked that up. All right, we are in Pennsylvania. So we have determined where we are. We're in the southwest corner of Pennsylvania. Next up, I'm going to grab my 2d6s, and I'm actually just going to roll these. And we're going to go look at the tables, right? We're going to go look at the tables because there are a number of them. Okay. Yes, we are at the rogue tables right now. So right now, this version of the game, we're playing like... Rouse, I'm just assuming you're right. I'm not looking it up. I'm just kidding. I will double check it later, but I'm just assuming that you are fucking right, and that is Pennsylvania. Okay, so we got two different types of dice so that I know which is which. The little purple guys is the first one. The little one with the moss and the skulls in it is the second one. And so we're going to roll about it. Now, we're playing the regular version of the game that doesn't have two 52 card decks in it. And so because of that, I am not going to be playing with the rogues that are like, whose power level is like 25, right? Okay, so 112. So the first one up. Okay. All right, so our first rogue is Denez Boyd. The information that we have is that they're a bestial rogue. Yes, give me 1 second. I will send that right now, y'all. I know exactly what that means. But yes, okay, so while I'm sending this, I am hunting a Denez Boyd. They are a bestial, they are a bestial rogue, which means they take on a form of like they take on a form similar to a werewolf. And just to give you some more information about, let's see. Denez has killed 15 people, and their latest victim was a 37-year-old man. God. Hold on a second, Rouse. Hi, Callum. Welcome. No worries there. But okay, so like I said, we are hunting Denez Boyd, bestial rogue, can turn into a werewolf type creature, killed 15 people, and last victim was a 37-year-old. And so the next part of this game then becomes, so we've determined where we are. We're in southwest Pennsylvania. We're hunting Denez Boyd, and now we have to, let's see, what are the next part of these rules? All right, determining your assignment, progressing the game. Each card you draw represents 1 day passing during a mission. It can also represent a story event or facing off with the rogue you were hunting. If 5 days pass and you haven't found your rogue, write in your journal about the experience. Also write in your journal about the story event. And finally, write in your journal after you faced off with a rogue. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start drawing cards, right? We're going to start drawing cards, and let's go back to the Roll20. And let's pull this up. Okay. 1 second, y'all, as I send our lovely, lovely longtime listener Rals my Hunt Sona, since somebody is not paying attention at work, and then that always means good things for me. But okay, 1 second. Y'all, are you gonna drop? All right. First card. Ooh, a 4? A 4. Okay, it's a 4, which means we have a story event. We have our first story event, y'all, right off the bat. The first time we get here, something fucked up happens. What is it? Let's go back to the tables. Okay, so going back to the tables. Story events. Come on. All right, so just to give y'all a rundown, which I think most of you are here for that, but our story events are random things that can happen while you're out on the hunt, and they are determined by what cards you draw. So it's pretty simple, and of course, so there are two types of story events. There are two types of story events. One that happens, one that's directly tied to you fighting a rogue. And even then, there's a chance that story event doesn't happen, because when you fight a rogue, you draw one more card, and that determines if it's an even number, you get a story, you get like some effect from fighting the rogue. If it's odd number, nothing additional happens, right? But right now we are at a story event where hunger increases. Okay, now I do have a D4 listed on here. You only technically need a D6, 2 D6s, right? But if you wanted to make it random, you could, but I'm very much like, I'm just gonna grab the one that I want, and then we're gonna go from there. Now let's see. You stumble across a mass casualty event, multi-car pileup, and there's blood everywhere. Fang, ooh, you know what? We're gonna go with the Fang Junkie. We're gonna go with the Fang Junkie, and let's see. We have to journal about this now. We have to 100% journal about this. So we're gonna swap over to our journal, and we're gonna talk about it. All right, so where is our journal? So many, here we go. All right, here's our journal. Hold on, this did not send. Come on. Do I have what? No, I do not. Okay, y'all. 1 second. I'm gonna go get some water. So we'll be on the be right back screen for like a minute. I don't think it's, sorry. I don't think it's you. It's got to be me. Oh my fucking God. All I want to do is play my little funky little game, and things are being difficult. So be right back. Let's see if I can't fix it. Be right back. Okay. How is it looking, y'all? Well, actually, I guess we're just gonna have to find out as I do stuff, huh? Ugh, Jesus fucking Christ. Of all the days for shit just to not work, I just wanna play a fun, funky little game, y'all. Okay. Day 1. Day 1 of the hunt. Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Day 1 of the hunt. You know what? We got a journal about it. Okay. So as a reminder, oh, that's right. Okay. Actually, I realized something, y'all. Okay, so before we get started, so 3 different sections, right? Anger, hunger, and paranoia. Paranoia is not going to be useful until and if and or when we get to the rogue section. You know what's probably going to happen? It's gonna be this week and next week of playing hunt. But okay, so anger section starts off in, they both start off in the same bar, so we're gonna color these in. It can be any color. I'm just choosing to go with orange. All right, so day 1 of the hunt. My hunger. Oh, wait. No. Not section 5. I don't think that's right. Wait, yes, it is. Yep, section 5 for both, right? Just enough. We're good to go. We're not starving. However, in this particular story event, our hunger is increasing. I believe our man, I didn't write down how much hunger goes up. Okay, so our hunger increases by 1 from this story event, right? Okay, so a Fang junkie approaches you, having realized you were a vampire, and opens up a vein in front of you to drink. So we go from that kind of middle ground, which is just like, hey, we can survive, we're not gonna die, and now we're in 6, which I do believe gives us a little bit of a boost. But okay, back to the actual journal. Day 1. And I think I'm gonna have to get a little wibbly wobbly with the time, but I actually think this is his first. This might be his is this his first? No, it's not his first, but it's one of his first 5. Huh. My fellow agents had always told me that Fang junkies existed. Let me make this bigger. My fellow agents had always told me that Fang junkies existed, but and it isn't like I thought they were lying, but maybe embellishing about their behavior. I was wrong. I was really, really wrong. It's my first day hunting Denez Boyd. "15 bodies under his belt already. I was barely in the city. In the insert location, no idea where that is. When this... What does this person look like? Who is this person, huh? What does this person look like? When this insert description of Rels. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put when this young black person under his belt already. Come on. Already. Yep. So it's my first day hunting Gnez Boyd, a rogue that has 15 bodies under his belt already. I was barely even in the city. And a young black person came up to me. I thought maybe they needed help. Or maybe they thought I was good looking. I mean, I am. I was on the job. But instead, they leaned in, and whispered in my ear, "I know what you are. You must be so hungry. I know what you are, and you must be so hungry." And the next, I was so shocked at that boldness, that recognition. Didn't even realize they had cut themselves until I smelled the blood. Excuse me. They need something from you, just not help. Whoop. All right, that's day one. That is day one. Let's go back to the Roll20 and draw some more cards, yeah? All right, let's see. All right, let's draw another card. Okay, that is another story event. I mean, what are the odds that you get a 4 and a 5 right back to back? What are the odds? And 2, 3, 4, and it's a story event that decreases my hunger, so I just lose what I... Maybe it should be different. Maybe it shouldn't be... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna play the game as is. The point is to work out the kinks. Tables. Story events. You know what? I'm gonna make it up. You know what's gonna happen? You know what? I'm gonna make it up, and I know exactly what happened here. Rouse, I'm so sorry to say this to you, but the person that you just maybe we should change it. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Day 2 on the hunt. I think that person poisoned me. I think that person poisoned me. Maybe something in their blood. I've never been this sick. I'm tired. Oh yeah, this is about to go down, so let's do this. Rouse, I think your person was actually a member of a vampire hating group and has poisoned themselves, but in a way that's only dangerous to vampires, but has poisoned themselves and made our agent sick. I've never been this sick in my entire existence. I've never been sick since I died. Me. All right, that's day 2 of the hunt. Come on, give me another card. Are you fucking do y'all see that? Do you know what I just pulled? I pulled another 5. What is happening? Listen, Rouse doesn't hate vampires, but this person who has Rouse's face does in fact hate vampires. Or is getting paid for it. You know, this person might actually like vampires, but just needed the fucking money. I don't think you were framed. But I got another 5. So we're gonna do another event. Man. Right? Okay, you know what? Yeah, I am also blaming Roll20, so give me a second. Where's my fucking deck? Where's my actual deck of cards? Because this is getting out of hand. This feels like way too much, and that we're not getting an accurate, like... Hold on, where the fuck did this deck of cards go? I had a very colorful deck somewhere. I had it. There's you. So take it all, the city's yours, we're fighting for. Okay, I can't find my deck, so we're actually gonna have to stick with Roll20, but we're just gonna keep this up. Okay. Okay. Actually, we're gonna skip this. We're gonna skip this. We're gonna skip this one. We're gonna go to another one. Are you fucking kidding? I'm reshuffling this deck. Recall all. Shuffle. I found my deck. I found my fucking deck. All right. Okay. Fuck Roll20. Fuck Roll20. All right. Here's my deck. No more Roll20. All right. Might I suggest anybody playing this, please try and get a deck of cards, because Roll20 is just on some bullshit. Okay. All right. I got a 2. I just drew another 2. All right. The 2 was meant to be, obviously, so we're just going to deal with it. Okay. Anger increase. Okay, so first off. All right, so first off, sections. My hunger has gone down at this point, so it's back to that. But now my anger is going to go up. You got a call while on a job that somebody close to you has died. The emails force you another field agent to join it. Yes. Day 3 of the hunt. Day 3 on the hunt. Yeah. It's the universe at this point for that. But let's see if it's... Okay. Oh, shit. All right. Day 3 on the hunt. All right. So... the DMEO had a meeting instead of sending an email. You would think these pencil pushing, desk hunched, cowardly, useless human supervisors would understand that when we are in the field, there should be 0 meetings. Unless it is life or fucking death. Everything else should be a fucking email. And I promise you, I promise, a few missing vials of blood isn't fucking life or death. In fact, it is clearly fucking life. They don't fucking feed us enough for what the fuck we're doing. All right. Day 4 of the hunt. Ayo, look at that. Look at that. I got a face card. All right, y'all. You know what happens when you get a face card? You find your rogue. So on day 4, I have found Danez Boyd. And that means we're about to get into a fight. So let's go back to the hunt rules. Encountering rogues. Let's jump down to that. All right, if you encounter a rogue, you may defeat them. Build a stack of cards as described in the defeating rogues action. When the number of cards of the stack matches the rogue's strength, they perish. If you flee from a rogue, their stack persists until you encounter them again. All right, so defeating a rogue. To capture a rogue, you must make an action. Oh, man, do y'all know what I fucking forgot? Do y'all know what I fucking forgot to do at the start of this? I got so distracted that I forgot to actually do the details on here. So let's do this real quick, right quick, right? Details, because there are skills, right? I'm an idiot. So Zamari, Ari Copeland, him. This isn't actually in there, but it's important for me to say it. 6'10". All right, so there are 3 different ways. Ooh, thanks for following. Okay, so there are three different skills in here: ferality, how ferocious you are and whatnot, patience, and quick. And that just determines the approach that you're gonna take as you're kind of fighting, as you're fighting rogues and whatnot. And I think that, and you get a 3, no, you get a 2, a 1, and a 0, which it's gonna be +2 to ferality, +1 to quick, and a 0 to patient. Not a very patient man. Okay, now scrolling back down. Okay, so defeating a rogue. So in order to defeat a rogue, all right, you're gonna draw 2 cards. Okay, so there are pros and cons to the different approaches you're gonna make with things. So for example, if you use ferality to take down a rogue, a couple of things happens. One, your hunger lowers, and your anger goes up, which can be beneficial, right? Give you more boost, give you more bonuses across things. Another thing. Oh wait, speaking of anger increasing, I also need to increase my anger as well. Yes. So that did go up because I was angry at these useless motherfuckers. Okay. So like using ferality has its pros and cons, right? I think my guy is a very like rah kind of agent, and so it's what he's best at. But also, as I said, and like making anger go up is never bad. Making hunger go down can be useful in certain situations, just depending on, you know, what's going on. But I think we're gonna stick with ferality for the time being, which means that my hunger is going to go down to a section that I don't want it in. But the way that this is gonna work, right? So you draw 2 cards face up. All right, so let's scroll up a little bit. Okay, so to capture a rogue, you must make an action. Each one is a self-contained system which helps resolve the situation you're in. When making an action, go through the following. All right, so you draw 2 cards face up from your story deck. Roll and sum your 2 action dice. Add any modifiers to your roll to get your score. So my modifier, so I would roll my 2d6. I would roll my 2d6, and I would add +2. I would add +2 to the total of this. And then after that I've done that, I'm going to interpret it. So if my score is higher than both cards, not both cards combined, just both cards. So if I have a king and a queen, that is a 12 and a 13. If when I roll these two together, if they're higher than either a 12 or a 13, it's light. If your score is higher than one card, there's shade. Light, shade, and darkness are from Firelight's RPG. I just haven't figured out what the replacement words are, so we're just going with that for the time being. And otherwise, there's darkness, right? And each of the different things have corresponding like effects. So for example, we'll scroll back down some more. All right. Okay, and so the way that you beat a rogue is you find out the rogue's strength score, right? Its power level, which we already know. Dinez's power level is a 18, right? And Dinez's power level is an 18, and also on the next to the card, there is spades and clubs count as 2 stacks. So actually, let's just roll, and I'll play a 3 for you. So we're gonna roll these 2. We're gonna add +2 to them. Fuck me. Okay, I rolled a 4 and a 2, so that's gonna be an 8 total. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. A 7. bruh, I drew 2 7s. Oh my fucking god. Fuck yes. Okay, all right. Okay, so I drew 2 7s, and I drew one of these 7s. So I drew a 7 of hearts and a 7 of clubs, right? And because I drew 2 7s and my 8 is higher than both, that means that I have 3 cards stacked on top of the rogue. 3 because clubs count as 2 cards for this rogue. All right, I have 3, and I need to get to 15 in order to defeat this guy. And we repeat this action approach process each time, right? So we're gonna re-roll it. It's a lot of rolling. 6, 9, 11. Ooh, fuck me! I drew another king and a 3. Okay, so the 11 is, ooh, okay, here's the thing. I drew another 11, right? I drew a king, which is a 13, and I drew a 3. So this card right here, this spade, is worth 2 because spades and clubs are worth 2 stacks, right? So right now I have 2, 4. I have 5 cards on here. I need 13 more, technically. All right, we're going to discard that over there. Man, fuck. Come on, come on. Fuck. Okay, so the 2 cards that I drew were the Jack of Spades and the 8 of Hearts, and I rolled, and in total I got a 7. So that means that there's darkness because my total roll with my action and my modifier is shorter, is smaller than both cards. And upon retreat, here's what happens. Okay. Okay, so retreat. When you retreat from a threat, action plus approach. Action plus approach. So, Denez Boyd. Denez Boyd has beat my fucking ass, right? Has definitely kicked my ass, and I now have to retreat. Here's the thing, though. When you retreat from a rogue, excuse me, it keeps like the stack that you have on it until you go back to it, right? At least that's going to be the case if you stay in the region, right? If I decide, so actually let's see what happens with my retreat. Now, the whole purpose of this, like the only way for my agent to die, I'm wondering if there should be like one more like additional thing in here for my guy to die, right? Like to just straight out be killed. Unsure of that, but as of right now, the only thing that can kill, like that can end my guy, my rogue, is is either hunger and anger bottoming out, or is hunger bottoming out. That's the only way that he'll like starve to death and die. But I think we could add one more thing in there and make it really easy and say, oh, you're dead. And I think that one additional thing in there is going to be, upon darkness, if the number is low, if what you rolled is lower than 5, if you fail by 5 or more, you're dead. So there's always a chance you just die right out. Okay, but let us draw 2 more cards. 5. Fuck yeah. Okay, I drew 2 5s. It's going to be really hard for me to fail this. Actually, I don't think I can fail this. Well, actually, I could. If I roll Snake Eyes. Okay, I did not roll Snake Eyes, all right? So I got 2 5s. I got 2 5s, and I got an 8 in total, which means it's light because my total dice is higher than both cards, which means I just retreat. I'm getting my ass kicked, and I am retreating. I am running away for the time being, right? And then, as part of the story event, I draw 1 more card to determine if something happens. Okay, I drew a 3. So nothing happens. Nothing additional happens in regards to me fighting a rogue, because the only thing that happens, you get additional rogue encounters after you fight them if it's an even card, right? So 2 through 10 and then a queen, right? So I have retreated. Day 4 of the hunt. Let's go back to the journal. Hey, is this music not work? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. Day 4 of the hunt. All right, so if you're not planning, while you're playing this game, if you're not planning on if you are not planning on running away from the situation at hand, then make sure you are writing down a card count. So right now we are at 2, 4, 5. 5 out of 18. So I need 13 more things on here. All right, and then we take all of these cards that we've just used and we put them to the side for the time being. You can shuffle them back in. So the options is to discard them or shuffle them back in. For right now, I am not going to shuffle them back in. I'm just going to see how this works with just a standard 52 card deck with the 2 things inside of it. But yes, card count 5 out of 18. And then to journal about it. Blood splattered across the page. I've seen a bestial rogue before. My maker, my mentor, turn into one. I thought I knew what kind of power they held. I have the scars from Amadeus to prove it. But I never knew how. Nope, wrong new. I never knew how much he had been holding back when attacking me. Dinez really is an icon, yeah. Until now. He could have killed me the moment he saw me. The moment he clamped his jaws down on my neck, on my shoulder. Dinez is powerful. I can't be caught unawares. I have to be prepared, or I'll die. All right, so my guy is not a quitter. So he's going back. He's going back to this, right? So as of right now, it's been 4 days. And let's see, how many days? Hunger. Let's go back to hunger. Okay, so once per story mission. Yes, okay, so once per story mission, your department will feed you, and I'm gonna take that right now, right? I'm gonna take that right now, and I'm gonna get a bump to my hunger. Let's see, tables, sections. So my hunger is in the 7th section, and my anger is in the 6th, and let's talk about what that actually looks like. Hunt rules. So if we scroll down, hunger table. All right, so hunger table, let's see. We're in section 7 right now. So I get an additional +2 to my dice rolls moving forward. And then anger. Anger table. We are in section 6. There we go. Oh, I get +1 to the card stack, which would have applied already because my anger was up. So actually right now our card stack for our guy is 6 right now instead of a 5. So you know what? We're not doing bad. We're not doing too bad. But let us continue this game. Yeah? Let's continue. Let me draw another card. All right, that is a 9. That's a 9. So that's just another day. There's no story events. Another 9. Another day, no story events. Okay, so our hunger does decrease at a certain point. Our hunger decreases. Every 2 days. Oh, man. All right, so my hunger is down to a 6. All right. That is a 6, so that's a story event. And that story event is 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. Nope, this story event does not apply to us because we are still an agent, and 6s and 7s are for rogues. So that's another day. Come on. 4. Fuck me. That is a story event. Okay, so we have 2 more days, right? However, this story event increases your hunger, so it just cancels out. Nothing happens. But what actually does happen here? Ooh, you watch a TV advert. How does it make you hungry, either the food or the person in the advert? All right, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Day 8. 8 of the hunt. Danez has gotten smarter. Must be hiding from me, or maybe he fucking moved. Either Danez is no, wait a second. Danez isn't laying low, actually, because for the type of rogue that Danez has to kill a person every single day. So there are more bodies. Day 8 of the hunt. So right now, Danez had 15 bodies when I got here. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Danez is up to 23 bodies right now. 22, because one of the days we did fight. So 22 bodies. Danez is up to 22 bodies. What is happening with this man? What is happening with this man? Yep. I have no idea what I'm describing for day 8 advert. I'm gonna come back to it. Sexy person with delicious food. We're gonna come back to writing this. I have no idea. Let's keep playing though. Okay. So again, my hunger has not decreased at this point. I mean, do town people know when a DMEO agent is in town? Because I bet there's a lot of anger that he's not doing his job. It depends on the city, right? It depends on where he's located. So we're in Southwest Pennsylvania right now. Or I think that's Pennsylvania. We're in Southwest Pennsylvania, and I have no idea what that town is, what that place is. It could be a city, or it could be a town. So if it's smaller than a city, yeah. Oh shit. If it's smaller than a city, yes. Yes, they do know. If it's a city of varying sizes, some people probably have met. The law enforcement definitely knows when the DMEO is in town. Regular citizens, So the law enforcement at the very least knows. Okay. Fuck yes. Okay. So right after this, on day 9, I drew an ace, which doesn't mean anything to me, right? For this situation, no story event. And then I got a queen, which means we're fighting again. And okay, so I know that every 2 days your hunger goes down. However, that is going to be, the hunger goes down after you resolve whatever has happened here. So let us try this fucking fight again. Danez has fucking 22, so 23 victims as of right now. Day 8. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Day 8 of the hunt. Day 10 of the hunt. Danez. Okay, so we already are at 6 out of 18. So we only need Oh, we only need 12 more. Only need 12 more. Okay. Oh my fucking god. Okay, so I got a jack of diamonds and a 2 of clubs. All right, so right now, how does your anger decrease? I think we're fine. Okay. All right, so right now we're at a +1 to cards. Oh wait, we're at a +1 to cards, and let's see, hunger. Hunger table. What does that +6 do to me? We're at a +1 to cards and dice rolls, right? So right now, oh shit, you know what? My virality would need to be going down as well. We're gonna keep trying this. We're gonna keep trying this. 5, 9. Okay. 5, 9. 12. Oh my fucking god. 12. With the numbers we have, we're at a 12. And I got a jack and a 2, which means that this is 2, 3, 4. Clubs are worth twice, so that's 2 right there. That's a 3, and then I have a +1, so that's 4. We're at 10 out of 18 right now. We are at 10 out of 18. Okay, all right, we're doing fine. Let's go again. A 2 and another. Are you fucking kidding me? Another 2 and another jack. Come on. Yes. Oh my god. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Okay, so that is 6, 11, 14. That is a 14, bruh, homie. So 2 more. We're up to 12. Yo. I got a joker. Y'all, I got a joker. Okay, so right now, the things that the Joker can do. Okay, so right now the things that a Joker can do is raise or lower your hunger and your... I'm doing it. Right now, a thing that a Joker can do is raise or lower your hunger by 2. Or raise or lower your anger by 2. But let's say if you pull it while you're fighting... Do you think that a Joker should be like a Hail Mary for a fight as well? Like, if you pull a Joker when you're not in a fight, it's either raise or lower your hunger and anger. But if you're in a fight, should it be like a... This is a powerful card that you are about to discard. Should it just be able to destroy a rogue? Like, should it just be like, all right, I got a Joker. You're fucking done, rogue. You're done. You're done. That feels powerful. I feel like that is a powerful thing. Yeah, that feels good. I think that's what's gonna happen here. So, Dinez, I got the Joker. Pull this bitch out in this fight. Boom, whip it down. Dinez is defeated. Now the real question here is, am I killing Dinez? Well, actually, the first question here is, am I feeding from Dinez? So because I've been using Ferality for all of this, because it's the easiest, it's my strongest trait. I am in fact going to feed from Dinez, but because I've been using Ferality to destroy, I only get I get half, right? And the way that I'm rationing that you only get half blood from Ferality is the way that you're killing them, right? Like, you're just ripping them to pieces. You're not doing it in such an efficient way that you're wasting a lot of blood. You're wasting a lot of blood in the way that you fight them, right? So, so what is happening here? On day 10 of the hunt, I have defeated Dinez. Dinez has killed 24 people. No, has killed 23 people because didn't kill them on the 2 days that I was fighting them. Let's see. My hunger is going to go up by 1. Oof. Okay. Okay. It's still fine. It's still fine. We're still in a good place. It's not dangerous just yet. Okay, but let's journal about this. Man, I fucking survived. I fucking survived. Oh, wait a second. And it's after the fight, so let's pull one more card. Oh, a queen. A queen. So after this fight, after you fight a rogue, regardless if you win or lose. Well, if you lose and you're dead, well, you know. But regardless if you win or lose, after you fight a rogue, you pull one more card to determine if something during the fight has affected you in some way or another, right? As a story event. And going back to the tables right now, we fought a bestial rogue. My anger increases by 2. This creature's rage during the fight is palpable and has caused my own to increase. Okay, so I am up to 8 right now. Yes, I am. Okay, so, and it's even cards, right? So 2 to 10 and then a queen, because a queen is a 12 in this deck. Holy shit. All right, y'all, time to go back to the journal. What if there was a DMEO route where you get fired for too many people dying in your mission? Feels like something they would do. You know what? I think that would be an interesting capitalism ending. That's not a bad one. I feel like that would be an interesting, yeah. I'm going to implement that in the second draft of this. I like that idea. Hold on a second. Let me save this. Hunt notes. Hold on one second, y'all, while I put these in my notes. Mission stats. Okay. Okay. All right. So day 10. 23 people. 23 people before I stopped him. I don't know if I killed him, so I'm going to say on an even card, I killed him, and on an odds, I didn't. Even card, he's dead. So, Sorry, putting that in the notes. Ooh, yeah, you have like a mission report. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that'll be cool. That'd be really fun. Okay, so 23 people. He killed 23 people before I stopped him. In the end, when the fight was almost over, I felt more like a beast than a man. Excuse me. 23 people. Killed 23 people. Let's see. His last. Okay, so there are obviously going to be trigger warnings at the start of this. Violence, blood, also death to, you know, children, because in determining the people's age ranges, I did a random between 1 and like 69 to determine how old people are. So there is the chance your rogue has killed like kids throughout this, you know? In the end, when the fight was almost over, I felt more like a beast than a man. I saw was blood in the shredding flesh as I carved out his chest. All I saw was blood and the shredding of flesh as I carved out his chest with my bare hands. And then I drank. Yep. That's another one. Okay. Good. Content warnings. Self-harm. Harm. Death to children. Blood. Violence. Themes of addiction. Okay. In the end, and I drank deeply and hungrily. Hunt. Final mission report. Days spent on the hunt. 10. Suspect encounters. 2. Victims' lives lost. 8. Not bad. You know what? Some pretty solid stats here. Days spent on the hunt, 10. Suspect encounters. Rocked up on him twice. Lives lost, 8. Suspect status. Terminated. Okay. And then you take all the cards that you just used, except for the Joker, and then you reshuffle it and you go again. Man. All right, so the next question here is, so when you leave for a hunt, if it's a successful hunt, you can increase your hunger by 2. If it is if it's an unsuccessful hunt, you can increase it by 1 because you get rewarded for doing a good job. You get fed better, which is wild, right? Here's the thing. Here's the next part of that, right? Does anything go down? Because the time between hunts is very much abstracted. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say, you know what goes down at the end of this? At the end of a hunt, your anger goes down. That's probably what it is. Ooh, here we are. You're gonna want to shuffle this deck real good. So, right now, okay, I am not gonna get fed anymore because I'm in this. Well, actually, your hunger. Okay, so if you succeed, your hunger can go up by 2, right? You have a choice of 1 or 2, or to not take it at all, but you can't save it. So I'm gonna have my guy. Actually, am I gonna? I am actually not gonna have it go up because right now I am in. Nope, I am in that really sweet spot right here, right? The 6 to 7. Where I'm still good, and then when I get into the 8 and 9 and 10, it's getting. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take it. Actually, you know what? He's gonna take them both. Yep. He's gonna take them both. And then this is gonna go down by 1. And now we play again. Journal. yeah, so this Wednesday, we're going to be doing our agent stuff. And then next Wednesday, we're going to be doing our rogue stuff. I will have already have published the first version of this, which is fine. You can always go back and retool things. And then we'll just keep playing and fix some stuff. All right, so shuffling the deck. First things first, draw a card. Okay, Ace of Clubs. The Ace of Clubs is going to tell us that I am currently being assigned to... All right, the clubs is the Midwest. Okay, so go back over to the map. This area right here is the Midwest. I'm in North Dakota. What the fuck is in North Dakota? All right. Well, I'm in North Dakota. Hunt, day 1. Oh, and now I have to roll to determine who my guy is, who my person is. So that's a 25. That's a 25, right? So let's go back to the table. Let's see. Nope. So on the first table that I'm at, it would be Philippe Roysk. But they are 23, and we're not playing with 2 decks. We're not playing with 2 decks, so I'm going to check the second table for what it is. Ooh, okay. So the second table for 25 is Rakan Winston. A regular vampire. Is a 9. Ooh, spades and clubs count as... Okay, so you know what? All of these shouldn't... Okay, so right now, if you look at these tables, all of them have like spades and clubs or club count as 2 kind of thing, because the various... Because if you look at the curses over on Firelights, like all of them have that, but there's like 3 tables of 36 here, so I think some of these are not going to need them. So I am actually just going to I'm gonna clean that up a little bit later. But ooh, excuse me. Okay, but our person is Rakan Winston, rogue. Rakan Winston, a regular vampire, and ooh, has killed 20 people, and their latest victim was a 12-year-old boy. Ooh, okay. Location: North Dakota. Northwest section of North Dakota. Victim. 20 victims. Latest is 12-year-old boy. Ugh, God, my nose. All right. Here we go. All right, we got a 6 on our first day, which means nothing happens because a 6 is for paranoia. So, first day, nothing to report. Let's see. Let's go back to the tables. We're going to be on our sections here, right? We're going to be in our sections. So, every 2 days, your hunger goes down by 1, and every 3 days, your anger goes down by 1. So, day 1, nothing to report. Day 2, a 10, nothing to report. My hunger goes down to an 8. Day 3, oh, Day 3, I found you. Let's do it. Oh, wait, actually, this would be mission information. God, what are the odds? This is great. Okay, so this would be mission information, and then okay, You don't have to journal every single day. So the suggestion is like after 5 days, if you haven't run into your guy, journal about how like it makes you feel that you haven't found this person. Journal when you get a story event that applies to you. And then of course, journal after you fight. So we're gonna go hunt day 3. So we have found Dinez. And right now, my anger your anger and stuff goes down at the end. Your anger and hunger and stuff goes down at the end of the day. So right now, my anger is in the section 6, and my hunger is in section 8, which means anger table, which means section 8, section 7 for anger is I get a +2 to card stacks. And then section 8 for hunger means I have +3 to dice rolls. So I think I'm gonna fuck this motherfucker up pretty quickly. Ooh, okay. So first one's an ace and then a 6. So right now I have +3 to dice rolls. I can't fail this. 3, 4, 7. Yes. Okay. So 7, which means this stack right here. 7. Okay. So which means these 2 become 4 because my anger gives me a +2. So we're at 4 out of So we're at 4 out of 9. Hunger +3 to dice. Anger +2 to stacks. Just putting that in there so I don't have to keep going back and forth about it. All right, next up, we draw it again. 7 and a 10. Okay, let's do it. 6, 9. Yep. All right, so 6, 9. I'm at a 12, which means these become a 4 because I'm at +2 for stacks. And then finally, I pulled the final jack. What a fucking waste. All the jacks are gone in this game now. Holy shit. It's not going to be a waste because instead of using this to fight the rogue. So hold on a second. Okay. So first off, I pulled the jack. And so I pulled a jack, I pulled the final joker and I got an ace, right? So I automatically win the ace. Like I cannot fail. Ace is a 1, which means that, okay, so this became an 8. And then this last thing makes this a 10. So this guy is done for. But with the joker, right? You have 3 options. When in a fight. 1, you automatically kill the rogue, no matter where your number is, right? 2, your anger or hunger increase or decrease by 2. So here's what my guy is going to do. He's going to increase his anger by 2. Why? Because the mission is about to be over. The mission is over. The mission is, in fact, over right now. God, this was great. I won. And Rakan was brought in alive. Oh, and I got to draw one more time. A 7. Okay, so I don't get any additional things happening to me because I got into a fight with this regular vampire. All right, so the last jack is out of here. I no longer have any Hail Marys left for me, right? So like when my stuff maxes out or bottoms out, I'm just out of fucking luck. There's no way that I'm going to draw the jacks. There's no way that I'm going to draw the jacks in this situation. Okay, so for the last thing, but this was quick. I have never defeated a rogue this quickly. I've never defeated a rogue this quickly. I can't. I'm as much as I would love to claim it's because I'm simply amazing, It could have equal parts to do with how weak Rakan was. In the end, it felt like I was toying with them before I knocked them unconscious. All right, and then we get to do another mission report. Damn, I like that. That was so quick, and that felt really good too. Okay, hunt, final mission report. Days spent on the hunt. 3. 1, lives lost. 2, captured. I wonder what the DMEO does with captured rogues. It's definitely not sending them to rehab. All right, okay, y'all. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more thing here. Oh, and at the end of this, I get some more food. I can choose to get some more food. So let's see. Hunt rules. Tables. So let's go over here. I think, okay, so here's what I'm thinking, right? Zamari's feeling a bit cocky. Yeah, Zamari's feeling like, yes, it's feeling great, it's feeling excited. But is gonna take one more chunk of food from this. Like, capitalism continue. You get a bonus for less time spent on the case. Ooh, yeah. Let me put that in there as well. They definitely experiment on them, but I'm like, what kind of experiments? What are you doing to these people, you know? Okay, all right. So right now, we're both sections are at 9. All right, you take your cards in here and you shuffle the deck one more time. All right, we're gonna do this one more time, and then we're gonna call this for this. Hey, if it goes poorly, Ari might be turning into a rogue. Like, right now. Ooh, I bet they try to find a way to turn them back to humans. I wouldn't... Either that, or they find a way to, like, control them completely and send them in for, like, you know, military-based operations or some shit. Turn them into a type of Suicide Squad. It's funny that my capitalism ideas are occurring while I'm at work. Like, I wonder where the inspo is coming from. All right, 7 of diamonds. 7 of diamonds, which means we are going to diamonds. We've already been to the northeast. Well, actually, yeah, you go where the assignments are. So we're going back to the northeast, and the 7 means... Man, what state is that? This little state right here, I see that 7 right there, and I don't know what state that is. Okay, there we go. That was weird. They can survive more than a human. Yeah, definitely. I have no idea what state that is, where that 7 is, but it's there. We're at that 7. We're at that 7 right there. God, geography is not my strong suit. Okay, so that's the 7. And oh, you know what? I think, you know what I forgot about? I think when you draw an ace, that is the day that your guys come and feed, that you get fed. That is the day that you get fed. All right, 44. Let's look at the rogue table for 44. Let's start with table 2. Nope, cannot be Caleb Fletcher. That's 22, and we're not going that high. Let's start with the second table then. Sterling Ingram. Sterling Ingram. Ooh, an artisan rogue. Okay, yeah, we're going with Sterling Ingram. So we killed 5 people, huh? Wild. Okay. All right, let's go back to the journal. Our final thing here. Okay. All right, Sterling. All right, Sterling Ingram. 5 victims. 5 victims. Latest is. Ooh. Oh, latest is a 15-year-old boy. Latest is a 15-year-old boy, and we're in. You think that's Virginia? Northwest section of Virginia. There we go. All right. Hunt. Oh, wait. Let's shuffle this one more time. I will go add the state abbreviations to this map. Okay, but here's the thing though. It's really small and you're supposed to like, the map has a table around it, right? So like, it'll tell you that there. It'll tell you that there, right? The map is just visual, but there's gonna be tables that have that information. Okay, day 1. Oh, day 1 is a 3, which means there's a story event. My anger. Okay, so my anger has already decreased by 1. Nope. Tables. Okay, so my anger has gone down. My anger has gone down already just by virtue of things, and now my anger has gone down again. My anger has gone down again. My anger has gone down again because of a story event. What is the story event for my anger? Ooh, you know what it's going to be? Anger decreases. You have run into a fellow agent who has just had to put down a former coworker you both knew because they turned into a rogue due to the stress of the job. That's what it is. Hunt. Day 1 of Hunt. This is a blast. I'm having a really great time. I'm having a really great time. Okay, day 1 of Hunt. Who is the agent that I just ran into, though? I do have tables for agents, so I'm just going to roll about it and grab one. 53. Okay, the agent I ran into is Nala Larson. Let's see. Okay, gender fluid. So gonna use they, them. Nope, gonna use he, she, her for today. Nala Larson, she, her pronouns today, is a 313-year-old vampire, is very strong, and has killed like 10 rogues. Or has encountered and dealt with 10 rogues. Okay, so. I didn't know there was. Why are you capitalized? I can deal with spelling mistakes, but if something is capitalized when I didn't want it to be, it bothers me so much. I didn't know there were 2 of us in the area. Or some other bullshit. I saw Agent Nala Larson. I saw Agent Nala Larson when I landed in the airport, getting ready to leave. Of course, I checked in. It's rare for us to see each other. In general, the way the DMEO runs us around, but even rarer on a mission. I wish I hadn't asked. I wish I hadn't seen her. Or acted like I hadn't. I didn't even know that. The first name that popped into my mind was Coulson, so we're gonna stick with that. And yes, that is a reference to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I didn't even know that Coulson had gone rogue. Struggling. Okay, now here's the real question, y'all. Do you think that Nala actually dealt with Coulson as in terminated? Or do you think Coulson is off at blood rehab? I wish I hadn't seen her or acted like I hadn't. I didn't even know that Coulson had gone rogue. Didn't know that Zay had been struggling. She had to deal with him. And now it's all I can think about. I have a rogue to deal with myself. And all I can think about is that could be me on the other side of this. Okay, that is day one. Bruh. Bruh, ain't no fucking way. Day two, we got a queen. Which means we're fighting. Day two of the hunt. Okay, so right now, my anger is at a section 7. Anger 7, and my hunger is at a 9. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad, actually. Okay, y'all, right now, my hunger is at a 9. So, you sent me a sketch of my little guy? Okay, right now my hunger is at a 9, right? And because it is currently... Rouse! Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm in love. Woo! Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay, so my hunger is at a 9 right now, right? And I'm in that, like, dangerous... okay. So 11 means your hunger maxes out, right? And when you get into that section 8 to 10, you are your bloodlust is picking up, and you are unable. You have to draw some cards at the end of a fight to determine whether or not you can stop yourself from feeding, right? And so, if I beat this guy, if I beat this person, if I beat them, and then if I beat them, actually, let's go back and look at what's Rakan's, what's not Rakan. Who am I fighting right now? Sterling Ingram. Oh my God. Yeah. Y'all. So here's the thing. When you, in general, when you use ferality, the amount that you can drink goes down. However, when you're in those like weird spaces, when you're in that weird space, that doesn't matter, because the bloodlust, you're lapping up every single bit that you can. So if I beat this guy and I fail my check, which I don't get bonuses for this, right? Like, it's just a straight roll about it with, it's just a straight roll, because it's about my bloodlust. Ooh, maybe there should be. Nope, not in this iteration. So if I fail, at the end of this, if I fail that roll, I am turning into a rogue. I will be turning into a artisan rogue, in fact. Or if okay. Let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. Let's double check. Okay, hunger right now. Okay, so if my hunger is at my hunger is at a 9, which means I have +4 to dice rolls. Fuck me, I'm killing this motherfucker. There's no way I'm not. 2 dice rolls. And my anger is at a 7, which means I have +2 to card stacks. Oof. And I only need 15. +2 to card stacks. X out of 15. All right, let's do it. A 10 and a 1. Yeah. No, yeah, that is. And okay, does this guy agent? No. And hold on, let's double check this rogue real quick. Okay, so clubs count as 2 stacks for this guy, right? So there's a lot of things going on. I do have a club right here. I got a 15, so I get to keep both of these. So, all right, so let's count them up. 2, 4, 5. So we're at 5 out of 15 right off the bat. Let's go again. 5 and a 4. Oh, I can't fail this. Wait, yes, no, I can't. I literally can't fail. Huh. I'm touching something on this cord. I'll fix it, but, so I got a 14, right? So 1, 2, 4 in total, so we're up to 9. Let's draw it again. A king. 2 kings. 2 kings. So that's 13. I can fail this. I can fail it, but I did not. I got a 14. Neither one of these are clubs. 2, 4. So we're up to 4 again, which puts us to 13. All right. An 8 and a jack. So 11 and 8. Y'all, I am rolling like fire. That's another 15. I've won. So that's 17, right? This guy is done. So not only is it 17, we have a couple of things to do here. The first thing we're gonna do is see if I can curb my bloodlust. An 8 and a 10. Okay, that's the first thing we're gonna do. No additional rolls here. It's just a straight up 2d6. I failed. I got a 6. So I have to drink all of the blood from this guy, which is 2. Which if you recall, I'm at a 9 right now. So that means literally right at the end of this fight, so the fight ends. Holy shit. The fight ends. I kill this. Is this guy dead? This guy is dead. Wait, actually, you know what happens at the end of this fight? Here's what happens at the end of this fight. Just a quick turn of events. We're not going to journal about this specifically the way this is, because our first journal for the next one is going to be talking about becoming a rogue. But we're just going to drop it in here, right? Just for a reminder. End of the fight. End of the fight. I drink all of the blood available, and something changes within my body. I grab up Ingram. And hurry away. I am now an artisan rogue. Well, y'all, I am now an artisan rogue. And when we come back to playing this, oh, come on. Why are you not working the way I want you to? When we come back to playing this next Wednesday, the first journal entry is going to be about becoming this rogue and what that means for me and what I did with Ingram, because I did not turn him over. But hey, y'all, that's it. That's the game. That's the first part of the game. That is Hunt. And then, because we're on to the second part of the game, the jokers go back in the deck. Whew, holy shit. Well, everybody, thanks so much for being here. Technical difficulties and fucking all. Appreciate your commentary and all of that. And I'll see you on Monday. Stay safe. Stay fed. Don't turn into a rogue.